Hey guys, I got another video for you. It's only a couple minutes long. I really like this video because of the story it tells afterwards, years later. Um, Watch the video. I don't want to give it anything away. It's only a couple minutes long. If you don't want to watch it, because I'm going to break it down anyways in steps, fast forward a couple of minutes and enjoy it.
All right, great. Party 2 suspect. They're out from Goldhill. Copy, party 2 trespass, 11842 Ramsey Road, 11,842 Ramsey.
Get back in the
Clayton,
car.
Jeffrey, Madsen, Willies,
Get back in the car.
people trespassing,
Right now.
hurt only,
Get back.
nothing
All right,
seen, no
get back.
associated vehicle.
Come here. Turn around and face the car.
Got it. 6 ball level clear. Copy, phase range. Stand by, mutant flag down. Tom 1-1, phone number. 4 time 1. 754-2007 Lambert.
4 Lincoln 1.
4 Lincoln 1.
4 Lincoln 1, Tom 3 is out. Physical fight with his traffic stop. And you can just show me on scene.
Copy. All units central is emergency traffic only, 1134. Bay Grade, I'm in route. Tom 1, where's he at? If I northbound at 483.
Okay, let's jump right into it. Routine traffic stop. Another example of a guy that doesn't want to get back into the car. I need to show you this part.
Copy, party 2 trespass, 11842 Ramsey Road,
Stay in the
11,842 Ramsey.
car. Get back in the
Clayton,
car.
Jeffrey, Madsen, Willies,
Get back in the car.
people trespassing,
Right now.
hurt.
Stay in your car. Get back in your car. Right now. Cop said it 5 times. 5 times. He refused to listen to the police officer. Refused to obey him. Again and again and again this happens. After he says it the 5th time, what does bad guy do? Leans up against his truck. Nah, I don't want to. Not doing it. I'm not going to do as you say. And what happens when you don't? There's a reason why police officers want you to stay in your car. It's for their safety. The police officer hasn't even gotten details back from dispatch after he ran his plate. Before the cop goes to your window, he wants to know if you're a fella that has possession of firearms. Maybe you have a warrant. Maybe the truck is stolen. He wants to get details from dispatch. All that stuff. Are you a murderer? Don't get out of your car. And when he asks you to go back to your vehicle, why not listen? Normal people listen. But this bad guy is pouting. Nobody talks to me like that. So there's going to be a fight. Let's keep it going.
Get back.
Nothing
All right,
seen,
get
no
back.
associated vehicle.
Come here. Turn around and face the car.
Got it.
Cops don't like that. They don't like it. What are you doing? This is why we want you to stay in your car. That's why. Now the cop is forced to say, okay, come here. Says 3 times. Face the car. Not listening. What's wrong with this dude? Why wouldn't he listen to that? And what's he digging around What's he trying to get? That's what I'd be thinking. What are you trying to get? Are you going for something? And what's with the point? You don't talk to me like that. Let's keep it going.
6 ball level clear. Copy. Big ring. Stand by, mute flag down. Tom 1-1 front number. 4 time 1. 754-2007 Lambert.
What's a police officer supposed to do when people won't listen? He doesn't want to get shot. The guy continues to ruffle around and grab items. Wants to show the police officer some things that he has. What's a police officer supposed to do? Just stand there and go, oh, okay, yeah. What other items do you have, or other items you want to point at me? I'll just stand back and let you do what you want to do. He's uncooperative, active resistant, whatever it's called nowadays. What do you do? How many chances do you give? Gave a lot. Over 10. Over 10 chances. It's not the cop's fault. Okay? It's the bad guy's fault. This is all the bad guy. Okay, the next part's a little bit boring. It's 2 minutes and 25 seconds of conversation in the rear seat of the patrol vehicle. I want you guys to listen and hear what is said between the cop's partner, Linda, the female police officer, and the bad guy. Take a listen. I'll come back and we'll talk about it.
I didn't hear. Well, like I said, all I heard was the traffic. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Jesus Christ.
Did you hear him tell you to get back in the car or anything?
I sure did, but I'm going, it's a broad daylight. I'm a retired deputy sheriff from this county.
Yeah, he
And-
doesn't know that though. He's a new guy.
Well, that's why I
Have you
told
ever
him.
met him? Yeah, I know.
No,
Yeah, if he...
my head is bleeding, isn't it?
Got one on my thing.
You're scratched, but you're not bleeding, so... Yeah, no matter what, we'll make sure that everything...
That's an experience of a lifetime.
I can imagine. I guess it's bizarre being on the opposite end there. Surreal, I would think. It's probably what it is.
29 years. I've never treated anybody like that.
Yeah. I don't
I
know
mean,
him
it's
very well,
like
but-
I got out of the truck with a fucking gun. I mean,
Yeah. But he, he doesn't know, and I don't know. I can't. That wouldn't have happened between you and I, of course. You know that. So but the guy doesn't know you, and
Yeah.
he's kind of out here. So
yeah, Jesus Christ.
yeah, now you're gonna get everybody to do the look-see thing. So
Oh, well.
I want to make sure that your stuff gets taken care of. So
Yeah, everything. I was trying to get my driver's license out. Everything was in that packet. Credit card.
Yeah, it's all been picked up and under the truck and your glasses, and I went ahead
4-5. Goes on safe.
and stuck them. He took them. Franklin took them, and I put them in my car.
I don't get it. Yeah, my mouth is dry. These handcuffs are tight. Nobody carries belly chains.
Yeah, you're bleeding down there.
Well, he's listening too.
Pretty much almost the whole way too. On those ones, those ones are mine, and it's, you're bleeding on your wrist a little bit there. I suppose you could sit and put your hands down in there. There's
No
room
way
to
in
do
hell.
I'm
Yeah,
in
they
the
don't.
You got a belly chain. He's a great guy, isn't he? A great guy. He didn't do anything wrong. What's with that police officer just freaking out like that? I've never done that. Turns out he was a former sheriff in the same county. 29 years. He's never treated anybody that way. So he knew better. He knew better, but he had too much of an ego. No young police officer is going to tell him to go back to his vehicle. It's broad daylight. Because nothing bad happens in broad daylight? And what's with Linda, the police officer, saying, hey, you know what? No matter what, we're going to make sure. We're going to make sure that everything's taken care of. That's kind of sketchy, isn't it? This former cop obviously knows everybody because he was released at scene. No charges. No nothing. Backstory. This is the backstory. This happened in, I think it was 2009. Okay. March 31st. April 7th, this cop gets fired. Loses his job. 4 children, a wife, and the head boss there at the detachment fires him. Fires him. Says that he has poor performance. Even though it was proven he has a stellar record. Poor performance. Turns out this fella, this bad guy that he arrested, is friends with the supervisors. Friends with other cops in the detachment. This cop was new to Jackson County and didn't know that people get special treatment. Turned out the bad guy wanted to sue Jackson County. The boss of the detachment knew that. So instead they fired the police officer. For that. For doing his job. They didn't even say, okay, hey, you know what? Can't we just say we both had a bad day? Okay, yeah, maybe I grabbed onto you a little too hard, and how about that jerk off? Yeah, you know what? I shouldn't have resisted you, and I should have just went back into my truck. Just call it a day. No, they fire him. After all the work he has done to be a cop. It's not easy being a cop. You don't just wake up one day and you're a cop. It takes a long time. And this poor kid, fired. Because he arrested the wrong dude. A few years later, cop's name's Franklin, Jacob Franklin, by the way. A few years later, he takes them to court. Wrongful termination. And he receives $209,000 saying, yeah, you're right. That was wrong. They shouldn't have fired you. Last I heard, he still can't become a police officer, though. It's probably his lifelong dream. What bad guy got? 30 grand. Got 30 grand. Instead of taking Jackson County to court, they settled with him. They just gave him 30 grand. What else is there to say about it? It pays to be an ass.